shifted your problem to somebody else, is it not? Yes. But the benefit that the daughter will look after the parents, it is still there. See? And if you have got a son, some problem comes to your house. And after that problem has come to your house, thereafter, your son will be naturally attracted toward the young wife than you old fellows. And then he has to choose whether choose old or the young. So any wise person will choose the young. And then you are an obstacle. Pata nahi kahan se aa gaye. In this manner, keep your position in a dignified way, that you are no way bound. You are free. And once you discover your own freedom within your own heart, you will lead your life in a totally different manner. See, in the Western world, you go and see, I live among them. I tell you, such a disgusting life when you see that. And all that they talk about is freedom. Is it freedom? See? Therefore, if we have this notion that women means that they are always suppressed, they are, looked down upon, and they are abala. They are not abala, they are sabala. They are the real strength behind the man. See? There was one advertisement. Behind every successful man, there is a woman. And in front of Economic Times. So, take this womanhood as a glory. Never look at it as something less. So what we have seen today, a complete picture. Professionalism is not the only thing in life. Life has to be looked upon in its totality. Let us not get lost in the small cul-de-sacs. And the more we grow, the more we are at peace with ourselves and with everyone. And one of the most important things which every lady should inculcate sincerely is never be jealous of any other woman. Swamiji, you can ask anything except this. See? And it is because of jealousy only why the daughter-in-law, mother-in-law relations are there. This is the only reason. You know what happened before the marriage? That useless fellow had none other than mom, 24 hours. Suppose he has got 1 kilogram of love. After marriage, naturally, that 1 kilogram will be divided into 2. So, 80% wife, 20% mother. Now, when this happens, now this mother becomes jealous. बचपन से पेट में पाल के इतना बड़ा किया इसी दिन के लिए तो पीठ पे वहां रखती फिर. See? And thereafter the jealousy comes, this starts, I have seen some families where the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law, they are so close that the men in the house says that these two people should be made to fight, then only our life will be good. Because the daughter-in-law and mother-in-law, they come together and make all the men work in the house. See? That kind of understanding, sacrifice, love, no jealousy, look at the life in its totality. Let us not sweat over small little stuff. And we make ourselves an object of interest to others if we don't present ourselves in a proper manner. See? Keep this in view. Woman is the best creation of God. There is nothing more beautiful than the woman that the God has created. Among the animal kingdom and the life, the males are more beautiful than the females. If you see the peacock, you have got plenty of peacocks here. The male peacock is more beautiful than the female peacock. Similarly, among the animals, if we take the cows and the bull looks more dignified than the cow. But if you take human beings, it is in the human beings, the girls or the ladies look more dignified. See, if you have to present something to, this is a problem many times I have. Suppose I go somewhere and then they phone me, Swamiji, where are you? I said, I am in Germany. Swamiji, what will you bring for me? If a girl asks me, I have no problem. If a boy asks me, now I don't know what to bring for him, chaddi le jaungi. See, it's really a problem. What can you take for a boy? So, in the God's creation, woman is the best, and you are all blessed to be that best. Live in that dignity and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Like yesterday, we will break, have a cup of tea. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once it happened that my senses were fighting with each other. Eyes were fighting with the tongue was fighting with the ears were fighting with the nose. And I was watching what is happening. And their arguments were that the eyes say to the tongue, you are lucky, you get everything nice to taste, to eat. I had to simply watch from a distance. And I am inferior, you are superior. Then, when their fighting was going on, I heard a giggle. Then I thought, now who has come? So it was the mind. The mind was giggling. So I looked at the mind and asked the mind, hey, why are you laughing? I am laughing because it's a great fun. What is the fun? Some people are fighting and you are having fun out of it. He said, it can't be anything other than the best way of entertainment. I said, hey, this is too much. He said, look here. It is me alone, the mind, when coming out of the eyes is becoming vision. It is me alone, which is coming out of the tongue, becoming the tasting organ. And these two dumb fellows, the structural eye and the structural tongue, they are thinking that they are seeing and they are tasting. The taste is gathered through the tongue, not by the tongue. The vision is seen through the eyes, not by the eyes. So the differences are at the structural level, at the functional level, but the one which is expressing through the structure or the function is a common denominator, the same mind, is it not? In the same manner, the differences that we talk of, man and woman, these are only structural and functional differences, and they have nothing to do what is expressing through them. So when you are sitting in a, let us say, a giant wheel, did you sit sometime? Yes or no? Not as a child, after having grown up. So when you sit on a giant wheel, as a child you enjoy. As a elderly person, when it comes down, oh, and the children are enjoying, and mommy, you are so afraid. During your time, this was not there. Because for every child, the mother is outdated. It's always like that. So, when this is happening, when you are on the giant wheel at the circumference, at the periphery, now start moving towards the center. And if you are on the point, the hub, the center, if you stay there, where the man who is moving that, he stands there, will he get the influence of that movement? Means what? Moral of the story is, when you go away from yourself, the problems take a disproportionate size. And what is not there, that is experience, that is seen. In the same manner, how many days and how many years are we going to think in terms of, I am a woman, I am a man? How long? Is this all? Are we going to live only on the periphery of our personality? See? Therefore, it is our choice, friends. When we think about, let us say Mahatma Gandhi and Mrs. Gandhi. So do we think about Mrs. Indira Gandhi and Mr. Mahatma Gandhi in terms of man and woman? Observe this. In your houses, whatever little fights you have, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, they are living at the periphery. See, somebody has to take a lead. Come, start from the periphery and start moving towards the center. Now the one who will take the lead is a smart one, is it not? The one who is following is the dumb one. Why don't you become smart? A smart person first quits, first attacks. See? I'll give one example. This happened in Washington. I was having my retreat, and we used to have a counseling session. I said, counseling, whatever you want to do, not in the room. Outside, we'll go for a walk. We used to have a nice retreat place, good garden. So, whosoever has to come, I'll take a round like that, and in that round you talk and finish, and I'll tell you. Then the second person. Like that, I used to take 3-4 rounds. So one white lady, she told, that Swami, I am a little depressed because my husband left me. I got 2 daughters, and I had to look after myself and the children, and I am so frustrated. I have done nothing wrong, and he didn't tell anything. He just walked away. One day, he said, I want my freedom. And from that day onward, I am depressed. What should I do? I said, what you are thinking, what you want to do? So I have done one thing what I can do. What is that? I went into depression. This is all I can do. See? Depression is giving up. Don't give up. Then I ask her, how is he? Oh God, he is enjoying. And I am suffering. Then I ask her, if I were in his place, I would have done the same thing. Oh no. I said, why don't you find out why he is happy and why you are miserable? Tell me. That's what I don't understand. I said, I'll tell you something. No argument, no discussion. Agreed? He said, yes. I said, you are feeling lost, depressed, dejected because you have accepted that you are a discarded stuff. And he is happy because he has discarded you. Why don't you change the position? You take the other way around. That you kicked him out of the house. See? The moment you take a lead in life, you will never be disgusted in life. See? Once we understand this principle, that at the periphery level, there will be always problems. There cannot be life without problems. If there is no problem, then it is stone. See? And who doesn't have problem? To have problem is a sign of life. One old lady, she asked me, Swamiji, I don't know, I got so much of pain in my knees. Why God has given me this thing? Complaints. So I asked her, Amma, please tell me. Reply my questions, okay? No argument, okay. Why God has given us eyes? Swamiji, do you think I am a baby? I said, you are worse than that. You reply my questions. So, she said, God has given us eyes for seeing. Very good, you are very intelligent. God has given us ears for what? For hearing, extremely good. In the same manner, God has given knees for paining. See, yes, there is a pain. Now what will you do? You want to get sympathy from the whole world? Take medicine and whatever best you can do it. That's it. See, when you talk about the pain aggravates. See, let us not respect the miseries in life. Let us not respect the negativities in life. See what happens. When we are staying with somebody, like here I am staying with the Ravindra Bhai, and when I am staying there, they are giving me all respect, love, comforts. So next time I come, or next time somebody wants me, Swamiji, I want to go and stay with some acquaintance because I am the new person in this town and I am a woman, so I don't know where to go and stay. So whom will I suggest? Them, because they are a good host. Now it is their fault because they have comfortably kept me. Is it not? In the same manner, when the miseries come, I honor the miseries. Misery, you have come, please come. And I become miserable. Next time, another misery. Hey, I want to go. To whom to go? That fellow. He very much respects miseries. Don't honor, don't respect the miseries. See? And all this happens when we are at the periphery of our personality. So, it doesn't matter whether you are eye or ear or nose. What matters is behind your eye, ear, nose, there is mind or no mind. If the mind is behind the eyes, then the eyes can see. You must have seen there are some wise people, when they sleep, they keep their eyes open. Have you seen? It's a great fun. And before their eyes, you take the fingers. Because the structural eye is open, but the mind is not peeping out of the eye, therefore there is no vision, is it not? How simple it is, friends. Now, in this you tell me what sadhana you have to do. No sadhana. See, To call a spade and diamond a diamond, you don't require any spiritual practice. See? Just get this into your system, friends. You will rise above woman and man. Otherwise, whole life is spent only in the same useless things. 33% reservation from ladies, for ladies. Keep 100%. And we enjoy, you suffer. See? Therefore, as a woman or man, let us not give too much importance. Don't get involved into these kind of activities wherever they are going on. Bring out the best in you. Now what will be the best in the bulb? Light. No, but I want to give air. That is not your ability. Nobody other fellow is giving air, why not me? So, then start moving like this thing. So we must know what for we are capable, is it not? And and explore your capabilities rather than competing with others. See? And in this manner, when we are functioning through the mouth, talk and eat, when functioning through the eyes, see, functioning through the ears, hear, never in the lifetime, in the history of mankind, has the ear ever tasted how a hot coffee tastes. I am going to break this record and garam coffee. There is no need. See? Therefore, let us start getting away from the periphery and start moving towards the center. See? In US probably, once they have organized, ladies have organized a group and they invited me to inaugurate. And they say, Swamiji, we have organized Women's Vedanta Forum. So when they asked me to come, I went there. And the first thing I did, I laughed a lot. Sorry, what is this? I said, I am inaugurating. This is the way I will inaugurate. Why? There cannot be a better joke than what has happened now. If you don't understand the joke, I will call you that you are ladies. See? But what is the joke, Swamiji? I said, you are a women's Vedanta forum and you are calling a man to inaugurate. First joke. Second joke, Vedanta doesn't address to the man or a woman. Vedanta address to the seeker of truth. See, friends, how we get obsessed with the wrong ideas. Never get lost in that, friends. Then alone we can start migrating from the periphery of our personality. We go towards the center. And when we go towards the center, you will see our area of operation and our varieties of potentiality starts increasing. Again I repeat it. When we go towards our center, our areas of operation and varieties of potentiality increases. Now understand how it is. If I am staying in the eyes, what is the area of operation? Only colors and forms. Is it not? Limited field, not beyond that. From the eyes, I come to the mind. When I come to the mind, now what is the area of operation? Eyes, nose, skin, tongue, everything, is it not? So, from the eyes, I operate only in a limited field. From the mind, my field has expanded, is it not? See. Now, mind is feminine or masculine? Mind has no gender. See, friends. And in this manner, when we come to the mind, now invoke the potentiality of the mind rather than getting lost at the gross physical body level. Now, what are the potentialities of the mind? The potentialities of the mind is one of the greatest things. Mind can form habit very easily. See, you get up in the morning and take a cup of tea at 5 o'clock as a ritual for 1 week. Next week, you don't have to switch on alarm, you don't have to do anything. Automatically, the biological clock will take you without your knowledge to the kitchen and have a cup of tea. This is how the mind forms the habit. Now, in the same manner, now invoke the mind that is in us and make it in a creative, constructive manner. See, now what is the first step? As the woman that you think you are, but now you want to rise above the womanhood and bring out something higher from you, is this. One of the most important thing for any lady or woman is this. You know, I go and attend marriages of many people. I have failed in my marriage, so let me attend somebody else's marriage. So I go there. And one day when I finished attending some marriage and all that, they came, that bride and the groom, they came. And then, Swamiji, Ashirwad do, advice do, please give some suggestions, advice. I said, advice I would have given before marriage. Now I can only pray. You know, when I opened the SMS, when I came here, this was the SMS. जब किसी का बुरा वक्त आता है तो उसके सारे दोस्त और परिवार उसके साथ खड़े हो जाते हैं. यकीन ना हो तो किसी की भी शादी की फोटो देख लो. सब साथ खड़े हो जाते हैं. बेचारा शादी हो गई. See, so so when we are focusing attention on something higher, so from the body we come to the senses, from the senses we come to the mind, and through the mind when we function and focus, now we no more live at the body or sense level. So to that couple when they ask, give some advice, I said, I am talking only to the girl, not to the boy. Boys are dumb anyway. I talk only to the girl. Then I told that girl, I said, it is only for you, okay? Others should not listen, it is confidential. And I was talking on mic. And I said, hey, catch hold of the tongue and the ear of your husband, right from day one. When I said like this, immediately the mother of the husband or the boy, Swami ji, aap kya kar rahe, meri bahu ko samjha rahe? I said, Mama, who asked you to listen? I spoke to her. I am not talking to you. No, we have heard. What is this? I said, you are not hearing completely and then you are complaining. I said, look here, what I said is like this. catch hold of the ear of the husband means what? Never complain to him about anything. Then he will be listening to you throughout life. If you go on complaining, he has a default setting. Acha, theek hai, acha, okay. You know, all the husbands develop a faculty called as a selective hearing. See, God has to protect man. So they are blessed with a faculty called as selective hearing. तो मतलब की बात है तो they will listen. अच्छा ठीक है. मतलब अच्छा ठीक है. Nothing is there. Who listens to you? See? Now why these poor husbands behave like this thing? Because you can listen to complaints once, twice, thrice, isn't it? If somebody is a complaint box, non-stop, continuously, आया, हाँ, अब क्या complain है? अरे see, there was, one lady, she used to come, and first time, that time I was new in my profession, so I didn't know much ups and downs of the professional hazards. So she came and started telling about her problem. So I listened with all in sincerity, attention and everything. And after that was done, then she felt, Swamiji, I am feeling relieved. I said, I am in bathroom or what? You are feeling relieved. No, nobody listens to us, you know. Wherever I go, they don't want to listen to me and all that thing. I said, it's okay. Next day came. The moment she came next day, I said, Mama, how is life? Swamiji, yesterday I told you, one thing I had forgotten. Arey Ram. And again, with an inspiration, she started. Okay, I'll start right from the beginning, so I don't miss again today. Second time. Third time when she came, I said, Mama, you sit down, talk. I have got two faculties separately. By ears I hear, by eyes I read. So you keep on talking, I listen, and I opened a newspaper and reading. And she noticed, Swamiji, newspaper is ulta. I said, now also you don't get the message. I don't want to listen to you. The first day, the sympathy, the attention she got. The third day, she was ridiculed, is it not? Who wants complaints in this world? Do you think people have less problems that they should entertain our problems? See, therefore work at the mind level, not at the body level. So these are the two principles. Principle number one, I told that girl, catch hold of the ear of your husband. Doesn't mean physically catch. Win over his ear, that he should know whenever she talks sense. Then he will listen to you. But when he has already found out, oh, here is a complaint, कोई बात नहीं, वो होता ही है. जैसे रेडियो में खरखर होता है ना, वैसा हमारे घर में ही है. See? And then we condemn the husbands. They don't give an ear to us. They can give ear, but if there is left something, you have already eaten. कहते हैं ना, कान मत खाओ. See? Try this, friends. Nobody in this world entertains complaints. Everybody has got sufficient problems. We are all self-sufficient as regards problems are concerned. We don't want to invite from others. And the second most thing important I told her about the tongue. Catch hold of the tongue. Means what? Prepare such good food that he is addicted to your good cooking so that he doesn't run outside anywhere. Otherwise, if that poor fellow, one husband meets another husband, yaar, kya karu? What happened? Every evening after the dinner at home, we have to go for a supper in a good hotel. Means what? Every evening the food is so terrible. What about the day? Day I take food in the office, so there is no problem. Even in this. This is nothing. mine is a different case. One husband will compete with the other husband. She doesn't take food unless I come home. Oh, imported from Satyayuga? No, unless I cook. She doesn't eat. See, these are the two weaknesses for everybody. It's not only man or woman, anybody. See, here in Ahmedabad, I see very funny things, One place I went, a small gully, and there such a huge crowd, and one useless kind of sentry kind of thing, and people are eating. अरे घर में खाने को नहीं मिलता क्या? दरिद्री. See. So, tongue is conquered by good food, and ears are conquered by not using the tongue unnecessarily. See, somebody told me something very good about tongue. Whatever food you eat, it is tasted and enjoyed by whom? By the tongue. Who becomes fat? Tongue. Tongue only enjoys and we suffer. Have you seen any fat person having a fat tongue? See, now the second aspect. This tongue talks all nonsense, isn't it? And because of that nonsense talking, tongue suffers, we suffer. See? So be very careful about this, 2-in-1. It's a terrible organ. See? So when we are living at the periphery, we have invited problems. But when you start migrating from the periphery to the center, the first station comes the mind. When we are dealing with the world, we have to develop these habits consciously. That we don't talk unnecessarily, we don't complain unnecessarily, we don't give opinion unnecessarily, we don't advise unnecessarily. It becomes such a habit after some time. Anybody you must have seen in your houses, suppose 2 persons are talking, and the third person, kiske baare mein? You are not concerned, Papa. Will you shut your mouth? See, mouthshut.com. Have you visited that site? You are all outdated. You Google this, mouthshut.com.